Welcome to Millionaire Live. It's the app based on the biggest game show in the world. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. My name is Kay Adams. I'll be your host for these Not tonight, though. You'll just be playing a practice round for upcoming games. Starting April 8th, we'll be giving Americans the chance to win thousands of dollars. There couldn't possibly be a better time in our country for this than right now. And even though tonight's game isn't worth any real money, let's be honest, winning makes you feel good, practice makes perfect, and you've probably already finished binging The Tiger King, so you have nothing better to do. Let's do it. Here's how it works. We play the game pretty much like the Millionaire show that you've been watching and loving for the last 20 years. I'll start by asking up to 15 questions that will get more and more difficult, yes, as we go up the ladder. You'll have 12 seconds to lock in your answer, so make sure to choose wisely and quickly. Just like classic Millionaire, you'll have 3 lifelines to help you, but you can only use 1 per question, so listen up. There's 50-50, that's where the app removes 2 of the wrong choices. There's go with the audience, your answer automatically locks in with the most popular answer choice, and then there's double dip, where you get to choose 2 potential answers, 2 instead of just 1. If there are still multiple of you left after 15 questions, what happens? Oh, we go on to the Battle Royale. This is where I ask you another 5 questions. This time though, it's all you, buddy. You won't be able to use any of your lifelines. Don't worry if you miss a question along the way. You can keep playing. Like I said, it's fun, it's practice. It all starts April 8th. And if at any point you mess up and all get out at once, there's no winner, well, we'll give the remaining players from the last question one more chance to get it right. We want to give you money. We want to give you guys bragging rights tonight. Got all that? Great. I'm so excited. Let's do this. Let's play Millionaire Live. Question 1. Which of these is a term in chess? Check pal, check buddy, checkmate, check chump. While you quickly lock in your answer, here's a fun fact I looked up. The longest competitive chess game theoretically possible is 5,949 moves, which is also just about the number of times I've used hand sanitizer just today. I don't even think I have fingerprints anymore. Okay, get your answer in, and sure, there's tons of fun chess apps out there these days. Remember though, playing our game, this one right here, could score you a bunch of cold, hard cash. Not today, it's a practice round, but Wednesday, April 8th, 11 p.m. Eastern, mark it down. Okay, you Bobby Fishers out there, have you chosen carefully? Are you locked in? The correct answer is checkmate. It marks the end of a chess game and the end of your first move. Nice. Look at this. Most of you are still in the game. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, question 2. Russian Tsar Ivan IV, born in 1530, is more familiarly known by what name? Ivan the Bloodthirsty, Ivan the Terrible, Ivan the Unready, Ivan the Worst. Let me get this straight. These are the only options. With names like these, can you imagine Twitter back in the 1530s? Absolutely savage. Bloodthirsty? Terrible? Worst? Unready's kind of funny. Like, what does unready even mean? Writers, I love you. Couldn't you have thrown in just like one nice Ivan? No, of course not, because you may remember, and I hope you do, from history class that Russian Tsar Ivan IV was Ivan the Terrible. All right, 2 questions down. You're doing great, no sweat. Let's keep it going. On to question 3. According to the proverbial saying, the customer is always what? Rich, hungry, early, right. Honestly, these days, the customer is always at home. They're the customer, they're the server, they're the chef now. The good news is the wine pours are a lot heavier. There's no extra charge for the guac, and the customer won't complain to the manager because he is the manager. By the way, thank God for takeout and everyone working takeout. Cooking rice is harder than any question I've seen on this app to date. I can't cook, I've burned everything, it is terrible. Ivan the Terrible-ish, to be exact. Oh, by the way, the customer might be eating in bed too, watching TV, playing on the phone at the same time, doing it all, which sucks and is the worst idea ever because inevitably you miss a huge plot point, you have to rewind. It's the worst. So the customer's in bed, a chef, a cook, a manager, all of that. Anyway, the real answer to the question, the proverbial saying, the customer is always right. Of course. Apparently right is right. Seems like a lot of you were right. Look at this. I love it. We're moving on to question number 4. The artist Pitbull is associated with what music? Reggae, rock, blues, hip-hop. Pitbull, man of many nicknames, by the way. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide. I should never say that again. Guess what his real name is, though? It is not Pitbull, shocking, I know. It is Armando Christian Perez. There you have it. Now, hold on to that little information nugget. Put it in your back pocket. You can break it out during your next highly anticipated, scheduled family Zoom video party where everybody talks over each other. A little water cooler info there. And here's some bonus names. Queen Latifah is Dana Elaine Owens. What? Elton John's really Reginald Kenneth Dwight, and Tom Brady's real name actually is GOAT. Hey, Boston fans, or, well, I guess I should say Tampa Bay. Now that's weird, I haven't processed that. Let's go back to the question, shall we? Pitbull dropped a new song called I Believe We Will Win this week. Check it out, especially in your downtime. Not right now. Right now, you're trying to advance. The answer is hip-hop. Looks like a lot of Armando Christian Perez fans out there. I see you getting these answers right. The rest of you are going timber, which is a reference you're not going to get because you didn't know that Pitbull and hip-hop. Let's just move on. Let's play. By the way, lifelines, don't forget to use them. Can't use them when we get to the Battle Royale. Question 5. Basalt is a type of what? Grass, cloud, rock, wood. Lock in those answers. You have 12 seconds to do it. And a friendly reminder, if you're just joining the party and you're late, casually, fashionably, whatever, it's a practice game. No cash today. One last rehearsal before the big show and big cash. We want everybody to be ready when we do give away some money, which will be in 2 days, by the way, Wednesday, April 8th. I can't wait. Don't miss it. For now, enjoy the preview and the practice round. Tweet us at Millionaire TV. Let us know what you think. Back to the matter at hand, though. Basalt. My guess, if I was playing Balderdash and had to define it, would be a new culinary herb, like basil plus salt equals basalt. That is not a choice, so let's see the correct answer. Basalt is in fact a type of rock. It's volcanic rock, to be specific. Used today in road pavement, which, by the way, you should be staying off of as the brilliant global citizens you are at home on the Millionaire Live app, away from people, and we love to see it. Thank you for being those brilliant global citizens. By the way, speaking of rocks, look at this. You guys rocked this question. I love it. Let's move on and move this party to question 6. Which company produces the number 5 perfume? Estee Lauder, Elizabeth Arden, Chanel, Christian Dior. While you lock in these answers, let me take a second and put on my favorite perfume. I don't know where I put it. It's called, oh man, it's called a spring perfume, Eau de hand sanitizer. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's subtle notes of rubbing alcohol that make it the optimal 2020 fragrance. That's what it is. Bleach is now a pheromone in my eyes. Patchouli is out. Pine Sol's in. By the way, as the questions get harder, I'm just being a good friend here. Like, I'm just reminding you, use those lifelines. You won't be able to use them in the Battle Royale. I do not want you missing out at a chance at bragging rights and a chance at cash. We all need hand sanitizer money, right? Or toilet paper money if you can find it, which in New York, you can't. Answers locked in. The company that produces number 5 is Chanel. Yes, it was the first perfume launched by Gabrielle Coco Chanel, of course. way back in 1921. How about that? Okay, you're still sniffing your way towards bragging rights. So here comes question 7. James Van Der Beek played the lead on which TV show? Angel, Dawson's Creek, That 70s Show, Roswell. Let me just take a minute to stand up for James Van Der Beek. He has moves. Did you see him on season 28 of Dancing with the Stars? Making it all the way sambaing and salsaing to the semifinals before he got bounced. Also, did you know his dad was a professional pitcher? Did you know he was part of an a cappella group in college? How about that he was once named one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people in the world? See? There's more to the Beak than being one of the most famous viral crying memes of all time. You know which one I'm talking about. It's the one that you'd make if you lose on this question. It's the one where he's like, and really sad. Don't meme that or screenshot it and tweet it at me. Don't do it. Okay, so which show did he hone his acting skills on? Well, James Van Der Beek was the lead on Dawson's Creek. Yes, the melodramatic Spielberg obsessed good boy Dawson Leary. Brings me back. Nothing like a late 90s teen drama. Okay, you guys were doing great, by the way. Like, let's just dirt off your shoulder, do a little stretch, get some vino, hand sanitizer, do your thing. Question 8. Which branch of philosophy studies reasoning and argument? Logic, metaphysics, ethics, aesthetics. The world's got a lot of philosophies. I feel like we all might share. Hakuna Matata, Timon and Pumbaa. I love that one. Or you gotta make money to spend money. Or you gotta win money to spend money. That is what we are doing. This is a reminder. Our first game, giving away money, is Wednesday after the premiere of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. I'm stuck in my house. I'm in my apartment right now, self-isolating. I want to buy a ukulele. How am I going to get that money? By playing Millionaire live. That's a true story. I want to learn the ukulele. Maybe I'll bring it on the show in a couple of weeks. Okay. The branch of philosophy that studies reasoning and argument is logic. Sounds about right. Hopefully you were right, but if you were wrong, logically, you can't win anything like bragging rights or money tonight, but you can keep playing for fun. All right, keeping it rolling. It's time for question 9. The Italian word spumante is specifically used to describe what kind of wine? Sparkling, fortified, dry, spiced. Wine has been around forever. It's amazing. It's been around for like, seriously, 9,000 years. I'm sure some of you enjoying some vino out there right now. Numbers back it up, by the way. According to Forbes, wine sales online are seeing a big-time surge under these dismal circumstances that we're in. By the way, while we're here, let's cheers to all our friends who love to talk about how much they know about wine. Just give me a minute to complain about these folks, okay? Acidity levels, notes of nutmeg or leather, the appropriate stemware, swirl technique. Give me the bag, the bottle, the box of wine. Just shh. Okay, that's enough. Answer time. If you're talking about fortified wines, you're probably thinking or drinking a port or a sherry. The word spumante is specifically used to describe wine that is sparkling. Sparkling wine, you can pop that like bubbly, like champagne. So in times of celebration, you gotta do that. You are not only playing tonight's game, getting practice, having fun, hanging out with me, being socially responsible, but you're still in the game. Next up, question 10. In Greek legend, who was sent to fetch the golden fleece? Apollo, Hector, Hermes, Jason. In Greek mythology, the golden fleece, it's a symbol of authority and kingship. Some of you probably wearing a fleece right now, and honestly, why wouldn't you? I mean, nobody's going to see you. The great thing about playing this game is you can wear whatever you want. Me, I'm standing in the middle of my 300 square foot apartment in New York City, all dressed up with no place to go. So you tell me, who's getting fleeced here? Okay, feeling good about your answer? It's locked in. Those 12 seconds are up. Hermes was the ancient Greek messenger god. He was not sent to fetch the golden fleece. Neither was the god of the sun, Apollo. The Greek legend, which is the correct answer, is Surprising to me. Jason was promised his inheritance if he went and fetched the golden fleece. He did, and Jason secured the bag. You guys ready for the next one? You guys, are you sure? Should I just wait for you guys to, oh, you are ready? Okay. Question 11. Which of these South American cities is the most southerly? Bogota, Lima, Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo. This reminds me of, remember a class? I mean, I think you have to be of a certain age to play this game, so you might remember like those giant pull-down maps in classrooms growing up, and you'd like go over the chalkboard and like we'd have the stick, and then your teacher like never failed to get it stuck on the way up, and then you just sit there and it's the worst thing. And now those maps are a thing of the past, like cursive and big bulky AV carts and deep meaningful relationships in the world of social media. I could go on. Geography-wise though, we'll get you to the next question if you can get this one right. Bogota is Colombia, obviously. It's in the like upper west side of South America. I'm probably pretty sure that it's not supposed to be the terminology I'm using. I can confirm it's the northernmost city out of these four. Bogota is out. Farther south, you'll find Lima, Peru. That's even further. So the most southerly city is Sao Paulo, Brazil. From South America, let's globe hop to question 12. In which 1980s sci-fi classic does the Tyrell Corporation feature? Aliens, RoboCop, The Terminator, Blade Runner. Okay, I'm really glad that this is not one of those situations where I can be a lifeline for you because I'm 0-4 on these choices. I haven't seen any of these movies, but I've officially added 80 sci-fi flicks to my social distancing queue. Here's what I'm told. The mega corporation in RoboCop was Omni consumer products. So if you guessed that, you're probably pretty excited. This is a practice game worth no money. The Terminator features an indestructible cyborg. I'll be back. I think that's from that movie, right? It's a killing machine sent from the future, 2029 to be exact. That seems like uncomfortably soon. Like what? Not the correct answer. The movie that does feature the Tyrell Corporation is Blade. Okay, the original movie I see gets a sparkling 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is on my list right after something called Love is Blind. My boyfriend's like making me watch it. Whatever. Time for question 13. Who wrote the novels Tobacco Road and God's Little Acre? John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, Erskine Caldwell, Harold Robbins. Listen, you definitely have time to read a book these days. I'll say that much while you log in your answers. You have time to read every book you have in your apartment. I mean, if you're anything like me, you have that library that resembles what Belle has in Beast's Castle. Just shelves and shelves and ladders of books you don't even remember buying online. They just show up at your door and they become, you know, door stops and paperweights, and they just gather dust. By the way, what's your favorite book? I'd love to know. Tweet me at HeyKAdams. Use, by the way, the hashtag #WhoWantsToBeAMillionaire. We can live tweet during Jimmy Kimmel's show on ABC, and then of course during the week getting excited for more moolah. Back to the question. The writer behind these two books is Erskine Caldwell. Okay, so if you got it wrong, and I see a lot of you did, you can still play for fun, and you should for practice. And definitely come back and see me on April 8th. The rest of you brilliant players, congrats. Let's do this. Away we go to question 14. How many Wimbledon singles titles did Steffi Graf win? 3, 5, 7, 9. Wimbledon, the oldest tennis tournament in the world. When I think of the Wimbledon Championship, I just think Roger Federer. He has won 8 singles titles. We all know the players have to dress entirely in white, just like a P. Diddy yacht party down in Miami. But did you know that in 2013, an umpire told Federer that he has to switch his shoes for the next match because they had orange soles? I mean, Cardi B in those red bottoms would never show face on the court at Wimbledon. Okay, Steffi Graf, back to her and back to all that she did, winning Wimbledon in 1988 and 1989, back to back. Then she won again in 1991, 92, 93, 95, 96. What is she? The Chicago Bulls in total. She won 7. Wow, a bunch of you aced that. See? Couldn't resist the tennis fun. No, couldn't do it. Okay, time to get serious because coming up is question 15. You know what that means. There's only 15 questions, right? Not really, but pay attention. This is the last one that you can use a lifeline on if you have any left. If you haven't used your 50-50, if you haven't used your double dip, whatever it is, take it with the audience. You gotta use it right here, okay? It's question 15. What is the diet of lemmivorous animals? Bark, mud, bracken, lichen. While you chew on that one, we are hoping you're having so much fun on Millionaire Live. I am loving it. Pro tip from us, make sure nobody's texting you during the game. Disengage from everyone for just this couple of minutes, couple of moments late at night. Tell everybody, go away on Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. You're busy trying to win some money. And there's no better way to get some practice than right here, right now. Look at you. Early bird gets the worm, which, by the way, brings us back to lemmivorous animals. They're worms, squirmy little creatures. My 6-year-old nephew loves to wave this close to my face and promises me it's a sign of affection. Sure it is. So, a lemmivorous animal's diet is mud. Delicious. They're mud. Look at that. You guys knew that. Lemmivorous animals, I couldn't even spell that. Look at you guys showing up here on Millionaire Live. Still players who made it, so you know what that means. Let me clear my throat. It is time for Battle Royale! Congratulations to everybody who's made it through the Classic Millionaire 15. Oh, no. We're not done yet. This is where things get even more challenging. Are you up for it? Just 5 more questions standing between you and your win. From here on out, no more lifelines. I believe in you out there. Well, I mean, maybe not like you, but oh yeah, definitely you. Okay, let's keep playing Millionaire Live. Question 16. Which film festival celebrated its 60th anniversary in 2003? Venice, London, Berlin, Cannes. As we get into this battle royale, by the way, I should also remind anybody tuning in right now that tonight's game is all practice, no sweat, no cash prize tonight. Wednesday, April 8th, that's the night. That's the big night, and you're not going to want to miss that one. Okay, 12 seconds have gone by. See, the answers are in. Here we go. The Cannes Film Festival was founded in 1946. So in 2003, it would have only celebrated 57 years in business. BFI London Film Festival started in 57. So 2003, it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get my TI-89 calculator in my head here. 46. So was it Berlin or was it Venice? The answer is Venice. The Berlin Film Festival began in 1951. So ooh, a couple of you guys dropped out this late in the game in the Battle Royale, but many are still in it. Very impressive. And time for question 17. When is Candlemas? Labor Day, Flag Day, Groundhog Day, Arbor Day. Nowadays, I mean, every day is a day, isn't it, guys? So many special days. National Pizza Day, National Dog Day. Do you know that there is a National Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day? Oh, it's a thing. There's even a National Junk Food Day that has been observed every single day of social distancing here in this 300 square foot apartment. Tree lovers know Arbor Days, usually April 24th, Flag Day, June 14th, Labor Day towards the end of the summer, while Candlemas lands on February 2nd, which is also Groundhog Day. Candlemas at the end of the season of Epiphany, which follows Christmas, which is weird. This factoid somehow omitted by Bill Murray in his 1993 portrayal of a prickly weatherman waiting for a rodent to pop on out of the ground. We're almost there. Let's pop on over to question 18. Which of Henry VIII's wives was not the mother of a future English monarch? His first, his second, his third, his fourth. Can you imagine the lawyer fees? Just really. He had 6 wives. That's impressive even by Hollywood standards. His first wife, Catherine of Aragon, was the daughter of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain. Thank you so much, AP Euro, senior year of high school, Whitney Young High School, Chicago, Illinois. Second wife, Anne Boleyn, that did not end well. Had a daughter with her, though. His third wife, Jane Seymour, not that Jane Seymour, not medicine woman. And she gave birth to Henry's first heir, his first son. The only wife on this list who was not the mother of a future monarch was Anne of Cleves, who was his 4th wife. That is right, 4th of 6. So it said that Henry's marriage to Anne of Cleves was a strategic marriage. Henry met her. He was apparently disappointed that she didn't look like her painting, AKA every Tinder date ever. Let's just be honest there. Okay, time for question 19. Which composer was born first? Beethoven, Mozart, Haydn, J.S. Bach. By the way, I'm sure 12 seconds, do your thing. I am so excited for this app to officially launch. Don't you just get the feeling that this is just what we need right now? We all need this. We come together, we're giving away money, we're in this together day in, day out. I'm so excited. And again, friendly reminder from your friend Kay to you that this is just for fun, just for practice, and really just for bragging rights. Tonight, that's all it is. You can turn on DJ Khaled, all I do is wind dance in your living room, put it on your IG story, tag me in it, that's fine. It's not until April 8th that we go live and give away lots and lots of dough. Okay, the composer who was born last in this group is Beethoven. Next would be Mozart. He was born in 1756. Haydn born in 1732. So was Bach born before or after Haydn? That's the question. Well, Bach was born in 1685, so the correct answer is J.S. Bach. Love it. We're almost here. I can't believe it. This time totally flew. Thanks for hanging out with me. Here it is. The final question. And it's all for the bragging rights. It is for everything until we give away real money April 8th. Let's do this. Get ready. Here it is. I'm nervous for you. Question 20. The inventor of the syringe is the namesake of a unit of what? Frequency, energy, inductance, pressure. This is the last question. Hurry, you can do this. Just like the celebrities that are joining Jimmy Kimmel on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on ABC. I mean, if we're talking units of frequency, we'd be talking about the Hertz, named after German physicist Heinrich Hertz, by the way. I know that a joule is a unit of energy. I know that because I had to take physics twice in high school, and that's named after James Prescott, joule. Is it inductance then, or is it pressure? The inventor of the syringe is Blaise Pascal, and Pascal is the namesake of a unit of pressure. That is it. That is the last question. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Did you feel it? The pressure, of course, is what I'm talking about. Shake it off because it is over, and we have our winners. Congratulations. You just won Millionaire Live for bragging rights tonight, but you are showing promise. You're doing the right thing. Starting Wednesday, April 8th, we're going to be giving away a massive cash prize. So all you have to do is do it again in a couple of days. It's all going to go live at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, right after that 10 p.m. broadcast of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel on ABC. My name's Kay Adams. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, be a good global citizen. Good luck in a couple of days. Thanks for playing.